Hey y'all. All right, here's the quick recap here for this video. So I just recorded it again. Our center went downfield, so that makes him an ineligible wide receiver. So we got a penalty for it. Instead of us being within the 1 yard line because we passed to Hawkinson, that's what happens. Anyways, make sure to Gronk Spike that like button and let's see what happens next. Can we get a first down? And
Work to
our
do now as they come up on second and long.
Are any
They'll
of you
throw
guys
out of
excited
the
for
gun.
fantasy football this season? If so, who would be somebody that you would draft in the first
Now
round?
taking down the day in business inside the 30-yard line. 6 yards. It's a gain there of 26 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
He is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. First and goal. Moving to his right. And he gets out. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The Vikings offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's balled in at the 2. To the goal. And in. Touchdown, Vikings. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one caught by Hawkinson. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. It's a gain of 45 yards. And the Vikings first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. It's Allison. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific going all the way around. Finished off by the receiver who had only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Not gonna lie, I was expecting to throw that to Justin Jefferson, but at the same time, glad we threw it to Addison.
The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Then we bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Well, here down the field was fall. Incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, break it on the ball, and he almost comes away with a pick.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That clock good for 8 does it. A very quick 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Now, faking the give. Is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. Second and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. When he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds, it's 3rd down coming up. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's out of bounds, but there is in the red zone. Inside the 20.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To the right side, he's got Hutchinson, his tight end. And he's into the end zone. He's a knockout punch. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed as they have the advantage here in the fourth. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
That's a 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The power ahead with Ham, the fullback. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Third down, 3 to go. He'll drop the throw. Escaping to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown puts in a double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. He'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he is out of bounds, 45.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Vikings. First down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Second down.
Again, it's Jones. Jones, first down, then more. And he'll be knocked down at about the 35-yard line.
17 yards.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Down whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. On the ground now with Jones. And will be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Vikings. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. All right, we got Game Player of the Week honors. Amazing work. Continue to inspire. Okay, cool. Training. Okay. Recovery. We should do this one. Here we
we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 8. Here we go. Set. Go. Set. Ready. Let's go. Ready. Come on. Come on. Ready. Ready. Let's go now. Ready. 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 Set. Set. Go. Set. Ready. Go. Set it. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready. Tag. Ready. Ready. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go now. Ready. 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 Set. Ready. 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 Set it. Ready.
Okay. Talk
EA
about
Sports
Sunday
Television National
football.
Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Prime Time, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, it's the Vikings head man Kevin O'Connell His team playing exceptional football, 8-2 in their last 10. On the other side, you've got the Cowboys. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And the Vikings.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. Back to throw. Rolling to the left. Off he goes. It'll be forced just a couple yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8. Second and a yard.
The Cowboys 13 yards line.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Viking.
Here's Joe. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try to play with some pace early on.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Push down to his left. And he will his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. 8 of 10 and a quick first down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he will go all the way. Aaron Jones. Touchdown,
Whew.
Minnesota.
That was cool.
Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, That was something to watch.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one is coming. And he's going to take this all the way to the 91 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the give, it's Jones. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. 2 minutes to go here. Still halftime. Reagan and I back to Arlington and AT&T Stadium after this. Second and 5. Up the middle, here's Jones. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. No one open. He'll to his running back, and he will want to get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Jones. And a nice rush. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On the handoff. Jones. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up the 1st down.
First down. Get a short one.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's downfield by Jefferson. They'll look to pick up the pace.
Yards. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one brought in by Hutchinson. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is. He'll take it up. Touchdown, Viking. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 60 on the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll take this down to the running back. So a big one there to start the drive. I'll pick up a 44 yards.
44 yards on the play. First down, Minnesota.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got this on target to Allison. And he'll take this one. Jordan Allison. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Whew. Okay. And if we get the ball back,
Vikings
we're just going to
offense
run it.
and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Jones now. First and 10. Come on, this game. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again now, it grinds on the zone read. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run. This is Mason. Football.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Only one timeout remaining to the defense as they take a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here.
Okay, we got an A minus. We increased our what? Our relationships with Aaron Jones, Hawkinson, and Justin Jefferson. Not Darisaw. We need 4 more rushing touchdowns to accomplish that record. Excuse me, our goal. Answer to the media circuit. Momentum. Okay. Skill points. Oof. It's huh. She probably said the same thing. Okay. Well. This week's game plan. Team scouts are expecting you to face a lot of heat this week. Be prepared to get rid of the ball. Opponent will blitz frequently. Opposing linebackers are faster, but your center has threat detector. Don't get sacked a single time. Rush for a first down. Okay.
It's on to a new week for Minnesota. And next on the schedule are the Giants. They know the blitz is coming. Either the football comes out quick, or it might not at all.
Okay, what does our OC have to say? So as you know, we've got the Giants this week. From the looks of it, they're going to bring a lot of heat your way. They're blitzing way above the league average on passing downs. Okay, how are we preparing for that? We're adjusting our protection schemes to give you more time. Cool. Also, we'll incorporate quick passes and screens to counter their aggression. Cues I should look for. I'll just say so. Think fast. So think fast and get the ball out quickly. Yes, you need an internal clock more than ever this week. Get the ball out as quickly as you can. We don't want you lying on the turf after every play here. There will be pressure all day, but if you stand confidently in the pocket, I'm sure we'll secure the win. All right. I'm okay with that. Scramble to survive.
Here we go, shot.
Skip the pocket before it becomes a penalty zone. Buy time till throw timer runs out. Then make a throw to an open receiver. You'll be awarded points for yards, touchdowns on hotspots. Scoring a touchdown will increase your multiplier, but getting sacked or throwing an INT will reset it. Oof. Okay, we want to throw it to our boy Justin Jefferson here. Thank you, Justin Jefferson. Okay, Hawkinson is most likely the guy we're going to throw it to. Never mind. Addison. Okay. Jefferson, Hawkinson, Moore, Addison. Most likely Jefferson. Thank you. Ah, snap. Oh well. We did better than we did the last time we did this one. Okay, yeah. Work on plays. Okay, your trainer wants some extra hours to work on recovery, but the coordinator would like you to work on some new plays. Work on plays. I really need to do some extra PT. Sorry. Just so we can stop seeing the same messages. That's pretty much it here. Okay. Narrative is unlocked. Okay. Cool. I have no idea why they still show it, but whatever. Let's just get ready to face the Giants and make ourselves a team captain.
We're ready for some football. I hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. He's signed one of the hottest teams in the league over the last few months. They've won 9 of their last 10. Facing off with him here, and that's Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. This side also occupying playoff position, so it might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from this performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Madison. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To throw here on first down. And right side by Moore. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
From the 47. This is it's TJ Hawkinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And we set it down, score him at the 38. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And that's pretty orange there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
On it, and he nearly picked it. Somehow couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. They're going play action. On the move, hit it right. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Spreading back over to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. He brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much.
And he runs it up to touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Vikings and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur. You might even hear a few birds.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
They go to him again. Escapes the defender. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 4 on the play, partner. That pushes them a whole lot closer. 3rd.
That's twice now. The runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Full back through the defense for a touchdown. The Vikings pull out in front further, 13-zip. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Vikings headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you want your quarterback to, number 1, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. Boy, that was close.
1 yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Setting him on the dime. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Can hang on to the contact. The Vikings are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. First and 10. Here's Jones. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jones wants the ball. Breaks through, and he may break through. And they take him down right along the 30. The big play, that's him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. The first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And he brings up third down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise in
It isn't holding up. They drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on third and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat.
Vikings ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And with a 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option to sit on that, or they could try something really aggressive to end the half. Pass play on 1st and 10. Flushed out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's going to be a yard shot at the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes his grasp. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. The next one is back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. Still sticking with the passing game. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And he's taking the ground after a nice push downfield. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has this place buzzing.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not with the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Vikings headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Jones with a run to start the third quarter. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Just watch some Hutchinson out. 40. T.J. Hutchinson. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings push their lead. Start there. It's a T.J. Hutchinson touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Vikings are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. To throw it on first down. To the line, hold in by Jefferson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This one's quickly to Jones. He's got it in the red zone. He's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. It's a mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's incomplete left side.
This defense, they are playing. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. The throw is caught. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Looking for a throw here. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Vikings are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Whew. That was stressful. Okay, what can we do next
Vikings
here?
ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. I'll start with a give to Jones. Takes it over and stop. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
Brings up 2nd down.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Jones. The finger gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. He's got Jones for the completion. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Vikings.
Running right, this is Jones. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd 10. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 28. He tucks it and takes off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Rolling back, gets the handoff. Broke through the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
In Jefferson. Incomplete. The coverage by Bobby O'Carrican.
They'll throw it. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings continue piling it on here at the 4. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Vikings headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Look into the air here. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Running this one left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Throwing now off play action, getting out to his left. He's going on for it. And he's going to get stopped right at the 35-yard line. Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
I really tried getting Aaron Jones involved that game. Okay, thanks. I get. Uh, let's see. Next game. Sorry, advance the week. Same thing from our agent. What's the game plan for this week?
It's on to a new week for Minnesota. And next on the schedule are the Lions. There's an aggressive secondary waiting for them and some chances to throw it deep.
Okay, here's what the coach has to say. Let's talk about this week's game plan for the Lions. What does he have to say? We know from their tendencies that they are going to play a lot of press coverage. They're aggressive at the line and will try to disrupt our timing. Got it. So we need to be quick and precise with our routes and execution. Exactly, receivers, you need to be ready for physical matchups, and QB, you need to make sure you stay sharp under center. Quick reads and decisive throws are going to be crucial. Quick passes. All right. Focus on short passes, huh? Should we focus more on short passes then? Yes, that is going to be our main focus. Also, pay attention to where DJ Reed Jr. lines up. Releases will be difficult against him. If everyone gets on the same page, we shouldn't have a problem this week. Not bad, not bad. Message from our agent. She's probably gonna tell us the same thing she said last week. Congratulations, offensive player of the week. Truly paid off. Keep shining. Proud to be a part of your journey. Cool. Let's see here. So training, we have new ability unlocked. Okay. We have 5 skill tokens. We're just gonna recover this week. Uh, Upgrade. What should we upgrade here? Throw on the run? No. Deep accuracy? Uh, let's see. Break sack here? Yeah, we need to increase break sack here. So that's there. I figured it's better to go with a playbook this time because we're playing the Lions. I mean, I appreciate the offer, but we really need to stay prepared. Lions are very difficult, so it's best to stay prepared. Let's see here. Any challenges for the character that we have to focus on next here? Challenges, no. Nothing with the store, so momentum. What is animated combine fan base? Van Brocklin challenge, Jared Goff challenge, Peyton Manning challenge, Tom Brady. Hmm. Yeah, we're almost close to breaking that. Rush for 1,206 yards. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Oakley, we're good there. Clip and animation. Boost, max out on ability, and skill path. Okay. Pretty much it there. Let's just clear it all. Okay. And team? Nope. I think we're good there. Agility, not bad. Could be better. Our speed's up really good right now. Strength is good. Toughness could be better. Jump. Change of direction. Level path. How far are we? Let's see here. Level 15, huh? Slide hand, skill points. We gotta be. How much can we obtain here if we had 31, huh? So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. That's a bunch of them. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna resume playing against the Lions next time. In the next video. Anyways, it says make three deep pass completions, hit a wide open receiver twice, and gain 200 plus head coach influence. What does this chapter say? Basically, to improve, make a leader, we need to improve our relationship with Justin Jefferson. Yeah, we really need to improve him there. That's pretty much it there. If y'all like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know who your favorite NFL team is and what year was their prime. For example, 2010 was a really good year for my Patriots. The 90s was a really good year for the Vikings, because they have, I think it was 90s or 80, no, not 80s, sorry, 90s to early 2000s, because they had Randall Cunningham, Randy Moss, Chris Carter, and a few other players I cannot think of right now, but that's pretty, I think John Randall was on their team too. He was playing their nose tackle. But that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all next time, and have a great day.